So we are at my garage, and today we have a nice chance to take a look at the Arteon, and we have been invited to a night event.
Where is the event? In Lithuania?
In Lithuania, yes. It's a car meet, let's say. Actually, it isn't that dirty. Maybe the roof has some spring tree dust, which is pretty nasty. It's like a wax or some weird stuff. The sides are pretty okay because it's actually Arteon has a ceramic coating, so nothing really sticks to it.
And it's a good color. It doesn't show off.
It doesn't.
Dirt.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give it a proper wash. Show you guys how I take care of the paint. Let's take a look at the stuff we have. So first of all, we have a trusty pressure washer. Without it, to be honest, if you just play around with the hose, it isn't that great.
Not sponsored, but
Kärcher, yeah.
Does the job.
Popular brand in Estonia. I don't know if it's elsewhere as well.
You have some accessories there as well.
Some accessories, yes. Here actually
Foam
I have
gun.
this foam gun. So I have from a local shop called Fixus. I have this foam washing stuff. So that's what I use to pre-wash the car. So get all the sand and bigger dirt particles off, so I don't damage the paint when I start to rub it. Here is a microfiber sponge thingy. So actually it's like a glove. Then of course the bucket. Then we have some shampoo. It's pH neutral. It should be safe to use for the ceramic coating. It actually leaves a slight like a coating as well on top of it, so extra slippery. Then if needed, I have some asphalt stains remover because Estonia's roads are really crappy, and sometimes when it heats up, it really likes to stick on the bottom side skirts. So sometimes I have to use it, but right now it's pretty okay, so I don't think we're gonna use it today.
Yeah, I saw today that it's 21st century year 2020 and they fixed the roads with just bitumen and some gravel.
Yeah, so nice going. It's really works nice on the side of the car, so can't get it off. And here's some rim cleaner. So it's some special liquid, but I don't have the original package it came in. But it's basically a rim cleaner.
Secret recipe.
Secret recipe, exactly. And that's basically it. So first things first, off the camera I already washed my bucket. The biggest mistake is to use a dirty sponge and a dirty bucket. And that's a really nice way to ruin your car's paint. So I washed it like 3 times until no dirt or no particles came out.
Looks clean.
And I guess we'll get going.
Why do you use a sponge like this one?
It's much softer on the car's paint. It doesn't scratch it, and it's like a microfiber cloth. It also washes pretty nicely.
So all the sand and stuff goes up here and
yeah, but I already washed the sponge with the bucket as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty clean. But yeah, if possible, always wash it in the shade, or even inside room would be really good.
Perfect.
Yeah, it would be perfect. But I think most of us don't have this opportunity to wash it inside. Let's get going. I will start with foam wash, get all the bigger particles off, and then we'll use the soap and see how it turns out. So usually I would let it set a bit and take it effect, but as the sun is pretty intense right now, I have to start going at it right away. time for some soap action. It's actually a pretty heavy concentrate, so we'll add just a few shots and should be enough to go.
What's happening?
So now it's the soapy soap time. Getting the
I have one question. Should you really wear your shirt while they're washing your car, or it's better without shirt?
It's actually better. For right now, I'm still use my shirt.
Okay.
But it's recommended to not wear a shirt while washing the car.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah. But you know, for that ones, maybe these kinds of things you can see on some other site. On this channel, you have to stick with me and with the shirt.
Maybe one day.
Maybe, if we're desperate. The soap smells like candy. And now comes the step that usually everyone forgets, is actually trying it. So especially when you wash it under the sun, it's a really good idea to try it. This should be like a special material that soaks up the water really nicely, and it's like a special drying cloth. So I will always make sure it's of course really clean, so you don't want to get any sand under it. It's already too wet. You can see it really easily comes out this water. And it's highly recommended actually to do it without the shirt as well, but on this channel you have to still enjoy my shirt.
It's a nice shirt though.
It's fine, I mean, could be worse. We have to make our own shirts. We have it actually planned, but guy we talked to is having some difficulties with his partners. So I think we have to take the matters to our own hands and just make the shirts. On the intense sun, this car looks extra yellow. So
I would say golden.
Golden yellow, but on the shade maybe it looks like more like how to say, mustard color, like this maybe, I don't know. Now the last but least interesting part is to clean the rims. So I will leave it always as a last step, because the rims are usually the most dirtiest. It has some sand and stuff on it, so I don't wanna
Brake dust and
I don't wanna get it on the body of the car. So we haven't driven the Arteon on this channel, so I thought as it's now all cleaned up, we're gonna do some clips with Arteon as well. So the plan is to try out the launch control function, and we're gonna do one launch without and one launch with launch control and see actually what's the difference. I'm gonna walk you through, guys, how to set up the launch control. I think it should be pretty much the same for all Volkswagen Audi group cars, or pretty similar. So yeah, I'm gonna park myself somewhere on the road and let's try it out without launch control first. First one we're gonna do without launch control. So right now I have the car in sport mode, so the gear indicator is in sport. The second thing is to check is always the oil temperature. So whenever you're driving really hard or like doing a maximum acceleration, always check the oil temperature. So I think pretty much like over 80 degrees is pretty okay. Next thing to do is actually to disable the ESP, or the traction control. So I have to hold it for like 5 seconds. And now I have the ESC and the traction control disabled. And let's try it without launch control first. So I'm just gonna, I actually have this auto hold function enabled. So this means that when I have it in drive or sport mode, my car will not start to move. So I will just try out this acceleration, just flooring it, nothing else. So let's give it a go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And now for the second test, we're gonna use the launch control function. So for this, basically the procedure is same. Check your oil temperature, turn off the ESP, it's already off for my car. Put it into sport mode, but you don't have to. Choose the gear, so it's actually in sport right now. And how to activate the launch control. So you have to use your 2 feet. Press the brake pedal really hard to the floor. Then I usually like to try it out with the gas first and see if the launch control activates. So you can show it here that I have the brake pressed, and now when I try to actually accelerate, it shows me that launch control program is active. So yeah, actually for my car it holds at 4000 RPM. I will hold the launch control for like 2 or 3 seconds to let the boost build up, and it should have the maximum effect for it. Okay, let's try it out. So hit it. Did you feel the difference, Carl?
Yes, I did.
Pretty hard.
Almost impossible to hold it.
Yeah, we don't have any mounts in this car, so it's pretty hard to hold the camera steady. So the DSG gearbox really does its job well. So shall we give it another go?
Yes, I think.
So foot hard on the brake, floor the accelerator, and go. Did you feel it? The tires are now warm. We had more grip actually, so it was gripping much better.